Ladies and gentlemen, I am Alodeep Sanyal, co-founder and CEO of LifePlus. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank the event organizers for inviting us to present in front of you. We at LifePlus, which is a pre-revenue stage startup based in Silicon Valley, have been developing world's one of the first truly non-invasive continuous glucose monitor wearable in the form of a wristwatch form factor. This has been a long-standing dream for millions of diabetics, and we are very happy to inform you that we have been working on this problem for more than 5 years now. And last year, we released a prototype through which we collected a significant volume of calibration data. Our early results look quite promising, and we'll share with you today. You can see a glimpse of our upcoming product on the right-hand side of this page. To see some more detail of our product, you see that here we have a view of one of the main faces of the watch, and you could have multiple such watch faces. You can swipe up and down to get to them. You can swipe left and get to the health category face, where we report not only blood glucose, but on top of that, we also report the oxygen saturation, blood pressure, heart rate, and respiration. They're all color-coded green to yellow to orange to red for letting you know right away that whether you are normal, abnormal, or more critical, on your values. Now we look further into the Bluetooth connected mobile app, some views. The left one is a dashboard view where you see the instant values of multiple parameters. And if you want to know more about your daily data or weekly data or monthly data for a given parameter, you could tap on this tab. You can go to the further detail as we are showing here. We paid a lot of attention in determining that how to have a layered approach in presenting and visualizing the large volume of data that we are collecting. Now we compare our LifeLive truly non-invasive CGM with respect to the state-of-the-art market existing glucose monitoring devices. Needless to say, the user comfort and safety for our product will be highest because we use a novel spectroscopic approach-based principle in determining glucose values, which is completely non-invasive. Nothing goes under your skin, nothing touches your blood. And on top of that, we will be measuring your blood glucose and other parameters quite continuously. The measurement interval could be set right from your app, and we report the numbers real time as opposed to a little delayed manner of reporting by some of the market existing continuous glucose monitors that we know. Finally, our price will be quite competitive, as a matter of fact, lower than what the market existing CGMs and the finger sticks offer, primarily leveraging the fact that we do not have any consumable. Now we go a little deeper into the core technology. As I mentioned, that our technology is a novel spectroscopic principle-based approach where we inject volumes of photon for multiple different wavelengths from respective light-emitting diodes, which grow through the multiple layers under the skin, and part of it get absorbed and part of it get scattered back, and we receive a scattered response on the photo detectors, and from there we calculate an accurate spectral signature for glucose. Our device will be factory calibrated through the data that we collect through clinical trials. The users will also have the opportunity to add their own glucose numbers to further improve the accuracy. Now we talk a little bit about our early results and the regulatory approach that we have been taking. On the right-hand side, you are seeing the Clark error grid that we report with respect to the finger stick reference numbers. And we collected so far more than 2,000 data points from more than 500 subjects. We used more than half of that data for training the model and about 35 to 40% of the data in reporting the Clark error grid. As we could see that our Clark error grid report looks quite tight, and our first approach toward regulatory clearance would be to only report blood glucose number within the range 70 to 180 mg/dL. And this product will be primarily targeting the normal, healthy, and pre-diabetic adult population. It will not be intended for the diagnosis and management of diabetes. On the next iterations of the product, we'll be slowly expanding the dynamic range of the glucose reporting, and we'll be targeting the diabetic population. Finally, the commercial strategy. As I mentioned, our target market approach is a phased approach where we first try to release the product for the consumer, normal, healthy, and pre-diabetic population, then slowly expand the product to cover the type 2 and type 1 diabetics. We have been working closely with FDA right now, submitting the the pre-submission package for a tentative schedule of a meeting in July-August timeframe. And we are planning to submit our final documentation by end of the year with an expected clearance by mid next year. Our pricing is this way, that we will be having a retail price for the product, and we will have a small monthly subscription amount covering the analytics, reporting, and sharing of the data. Finally, we have been actively seeking partnerships with the channel partners and also planning to raise a Series A round before going to market. Thank you again for having us in front of you to present. It's a pleasure.